Good morning, friends. So today this is the first part of our I've Got My Oils and Now What series. And so this video is about how to start becoming familiar with the oils that you just received, how to start using them, and where to turn to look up different ways to get the most out of the investment that you've made. So, you should have got your box, and it's full of oils and all kinds of fun stuff. And if you're anything like me, when I got my first doTERRA oil, I unpacked it all. I was so excited, and then I was like, okay, now what do I do? It was a little bit overwhelming because I had never ever used essential oils before. And so a couple of things that I would recommend is I would recommend maybe purchasing something that you can store your oils in rather than keeping them in the box. So I've got this nifty little bag. It holds top 10 oils, and this is something that I can take with me. Or in our kitchen, I've got like an actual box. And if you bought the Natural Solutions kit, then you came with a box. So put all your oils in there. The book that came in your package has the stickers on top that you can peel and then put on the top of your oils, so that when you put them in your box, you can see what oil it is. So take the time to put the stickers on each of your oils. And if you don't already have a box, I recommend investing in this. doTERRA sells them, but you can also find them on Amazon or aromatools.com. But it's just a great way to store your oils so that you can keep them somewhere in your house where you're going to see them and actually use them. One thing I don't recommend is keeping them sealed up in your box, in your linen closet, in your bathroom, because you're just never going to use them. So be sure to get them opened up and put them somewhere where you're going to see them, and you're going to remember to use them. Because remember, we're taking a whole new approach to your health with essential oils. So unless you're really keeping them top of mind, you're not going to get the investment or the most out of the investment that you've made with these. So recommend getting something to store them in. I also like something that I can take on the go. So doTERRA sells these awesome keychains. I don't have these ones filled up, but I have one of these in my purse and in Charlie Kate's bag and in my car. So I've got 3. And again, you can just put the stickers on top. You just fill up the little vial, and then you can take 8 oils with you on the go wherever you go. So, or if you want to lug around something like this, you can keep the oils with you and not have to worry about sample sizes. But having something on the go, so if you have some tension in your head come up, or a stomach ache, or someone gets an owie, you're prepared with something in your purse. So getting something to store on the go can be really helpful. Again, you can buy those through doTERRA, you could buy them on Amazon, you can buy them through aromatools.com. Is one of my favorite essential oil accessory sites. So yeah, storing it, and then how to use. Just as a reminder, there's 3 ways to use your oils. The first way is aromatically. So if you've got a diffuser, make sure to open it. And if you haven't discovered the electrical cord, it's in here. Also, make sure you take out everything that's in there. Sometimes there's like a piece of plastic film right on the bottom. If you don't take that out, then your diffuser won't work. So make sure you take everything out. And then how many drops to use. So I do between 4 to 8 drops, depending on the size of the room and depending on the oil. Something like Breathe isn't a very heavy smell. So I'll put a little bit more of this because I want a little bit more in the air, but just pay attention to your preference. And don't be afraid to experiment. You're not going to mess anything up. So, and you can mix and match. So, don't be afraid to just put whatever sounds good into the future and into the diffuser. So between 4 and 8 drops in here, depending on the size of the room, and then you fill the rest up to this red dot with water. And then you just put on the cap, you plug it in, and you push the buttons. If you didn't get a diffuser in your order, I highly recommend getting one because you're really missing out on one of the number one ways to use your oils. Diffusing and getting aromatic is not only good for making a room smell good, but it has incredible helpful benefits to emotions and to your mental state. So diffusing is a fantastic way to use your oils. You can also aromatically just put a couple of drops in your hand and smell it. You're getting aromatic emotional benefits that way. I like the diffuser because it's going to stay in the air a little bit longer. The second way to use essential oils is to use them topically. So applying them onto our body wherever you need it. When in doubt, put it on the bottom of your feet. I also highly recommend getting some fractionated coconut oil. You can really use any carrier oil, but you're going to use this when you're applying oils to a larger area. Like I use oils a lot on my back. And so if I were to just put a drop of Deep Blue onto my back, it would absorb pretty quickly and I wouldn't be able to get the whole area. So with this, I'll just put a couple pumps in my hand. The pump is separate, or you can just, with the regular thing, you just kind of like dab it into your hand. And then I'll put 1 or 2 drops of Deep Blue, rub it together, and then I'll apply it onto my back. You'll also want to use this with kids. So this is just something you'll want to have handy. It's in liquid form. It's not like the coconut oil you have in your kitchen. It's got all of the fat distilled out of it, which makes it non-greasy and it doesn't stain your clothes, which is why it's my preferred carrier. But you can also use vegetable oil as a carrier. It doesn't really matter. I just find this to be the most beneficial. And a side benefit, you can actually use just this as a facial cleaner. It's antimicrobial, really good for your skin, and it removes all your makeup. So tip there. So get some fractionated coconut oil. It's also something that you'll want to have handy if you ever make any of your own rollers. So this is one that this is On Guard that I put onto my feet every single morning. And so get yourself some fractionated coconut oil. Again, you can buy that through doTERRA. That's where I buy just because I know where the sourcing is coming from. But you can also look up some really good quality brands on Amazon. So that's topical, is applying it directly to your skin. And then the third way to use is internally. And so doTERRA oils are, as you know, the purest and most tested oils. And so how we know that we can take them internally is the supplemental facts. And so some oils like Deep Blue does not have that, which you want to be wanting to take this internally anyways. And so how we take internally, I've got my mason jar here, and so I'll just put 1 to 2 drops in this, fill it with water and drink it. Something like frankincense for cellular support and just daily kind of wellness. You can put 1 to 2 drops right underneath your skin. You got some big blood vessels there, and so you can also do the oils like that. So another great one to take internally is On Guard for some immune support daily. You can drink that in water or make a tea, or a drop under your tongue. It's a little spicy, so be careful with that one. But so those are the 3 ways to use. And I'm not going to go through each of the top 10 oils today, but if you did purchase any of the enrollment kits, I highly recommend that you get plugged into my team's oil camp. It happens every single month on the 2nd Monday of every month, and it's a 14-day Facebook group. Every single day, they pull one oil from the top 10, and they educate you on how to use it. So it's a really great way to learn. It's super fun, and you actually win a prize at the end if you engaged in majority of the posts. So It's not to sell you anything more than what you already have. Its primary focus is to help you to know how to use what you already bought. So if you got an enrollment kit and I haven't already plugged you into this month or next month oil camp, let me know and I will, because it is awesome. It's one of my favorite things that my team does. Between now and then, or if you've already done it, getting to know your oils, I would just every single day maybe just pick out one and try to get to know something about it. You can look up information about that oil on the doTERRA website or in the book that came with your package. But my favorite way is my favorite resource. This is the Essential Life book. It also comes on your app or an app on the phone. So I'm kind of a mix between a paper and electric person, so I've got both. Some people are totally paper people, so that you'll definitely want to buy this book. Or if you're like all electronic, download it onto your phone. But what's really awesome is that you can look up every single oil that you bought. So you can look it up in the book, and then it's going to tell you all about that oil so that you know the different ways to use it. Additionally, something like this and the app is really great to have, because as something comes up, you can look up the ailment, and it'll give you the top 5 recommended oils. And if you bought the any of the enrollment kits, I can almost guarantee you for any ailment that you look up, at least one oil from the kit that you have is listed here. That's why the enrollment kits are so awesome. And then for more like kind of detailed information, and this is why I like the book a little more than the app, is that you can actually go to like the body system, or like a kind of a support system, like this one's autoimmune or children's section, or athletes. Just lets you see some like recipes and things like that. So those are a couple ways to look up the book or the app. You can also go to the doTERRA website, reach out to me. I can also plug you into a couple of Facebook groups where you can ask questions there if ailments come up and you want some advice on how to use something. Trying to think if I missed anything here, but that's basically it. You know, get a way to store your oils and have them in a place where you're actually going to see them and use them. Start playing with them. You're not going to hurt yourself. You're not going to hurt anyone. You're not going to blow up the house if you make the wrong mixture in your diffuser. So just start using them, and just use your intuition on like where it goes and how much. And definitely check out some good resources for some best practices. But you know, just start using them and start looking at things as they come. If you haven't gotten plugged into the oil camp, again, please let me know, and I'd be happy to get you plugged in if I haven't already. And yeah, stay tuned for video number 2 on how to order and about the Loyalty Rewards program. Have a blessed day.